This pretty good coverage is brought to you by Power Grip, the official retail partner of the European Pro Tour.
Welcome back to MDG Media's coverage of the Järva Open 2023. We got round 2 back 9 MPO lead card action. Super exciting front 9. And back 9's a little bit rougher, isn't it? Kind of a harder part of the course.
It is, but it's exciting. There's a couple of nice par 4s, so hopefully we'll see some birdie action.
Yeah, there we're seeing that top 10. Luke with a one-stroke lead. Tamer Tali kind of charging. He's 6 down through 9. Alden Harris 4 down through 9.
Yeah, Temo is in fire.
Making moves here on moving day.
And by the
That's
way,
what you got to do, position yourself.
if you don't know who is here, it's Tomi Tikko, and with me, Andrew Gum.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to introduce us there.
Okay.
Great. Well played.
Maybe sometimes it's
Yeah,
my turn also to introduce us.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for
Nicely
leaving for me.
Hole 10, par 3, 101 meters. Moving right to left, and the basket's perched up here on the spine of this ridge. A lot of pine trees guarding it. Kind of shapes up good for a big right-hand sort of power high hyzer, if you got that.
And it
Otherwise, yeah.
It looks kind of easy, 100-meter spike hyzer, but the players who's playing with me, like even on practice rounds, they were like, "This is kind of bonus, because the green again, really hard. There's like no flat space on the green. So if you're parking, that's a miracle, guys."
Yeah, it's so hard to stick this green. I mean, 3.1 average, so not the most difficult, averaging right there in the middle. As we see that come in really nicely. And
Oh, stop.
Oh.
Hit the tree.
Yeah. Nice one. Checks up just inside the circle there. But yeah, like basically 24% birdies, 27% bogeys or worse. So this one can actually bite you as well. And only 5 park jobs on the day.
And the wind was from right to left. So straight when you're giving your butt to the wind, it's going to lift. And there's OB on the left side, like about 10 meters from basket. There's a bush where your disc can land and be not cool, but with the speed and everything can get through and be like really bad story.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a park job.
Yeah, it is. Wow, right in the bullseye there.
That's one of them.
Beautiful line. I'm just saying how hard it is to do to stick that. The only park jobs so far coming from Alden Harris, Christian Plow, Anton Allman. Saw that one from Kevin Jones. And we see another one right here from Rasmus Tuominen. Can't be any more parked than that.
Oh, well, maybe this is not that
line.
hard. I thought about
Those guys made it look really easy, but believe me, that is very difficult to stick that green. So to get 2 in a row like that, that's exceptional.
That's all true.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
Hit everything on the target.
I would take that every time.
Smile.
I would take that every time.
For sure. Birdie on this one's great. Hit the nubs, hit the top of the band, tickled some chains, and collected in for the birdie.
That was it.
Luke can hit this. Wow. Yeah. That's looking like a star frame right there.
Wow. What a way to start our back 9.
Yeah. Sweet highlight drives here. Kevin giving some props to the putts there, and gallery approved star frame right here.
Guys, I try to shout out there, go and shake the chains for
trying to get under rattle the chains. Come on, this is Europe.
Exactly. But
they didn't do it though.
Yeah, well, they didn't know the value of the show. But whatever.
Maybe next.
It was really nice.
Maybe tomorrow. You can convince them to do it.
Sure.
Hole 11, par 3, 145 meters downhill, out from the woods, moving left to right. Pretty crazy hole. This is another one of the original holes, one of the OG holes from the old layout, and it's a fun one. Yeah, you kind of just, it's a blind shot. You don't really see the basket, but it's quite downhill, so it is reachable. But you have to put a good move on it for sure.
And there's that dead tree, the Kelo.
Yep.
It's taking the perfect lined disc. Take all of them and just stop you getting to the pin.
There you see it's big. It's got a ton of branches, and it does it right on cue. Well played. This guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, like that's the biggest enemy of this hole.
Yeah, the main obstacle there. He's just kind of haunting everybody. The dead ghost tree. Luke Humphries here slipped yesterday and parked it. He was the only park job in the field after slipping and falling on his back. Today, his footing's a little better, and he comes up just short there.
Yeah, and he didn't park this time, so, well, maybe he should.
Should have slipped.
I hope he's okay. I believe he's okay.
He was fine. He had a big smile on his face, but it looked a lot like Kevin Jones's slip ace from MVP. I think it was at the GK Pro Skins. Remember that, where he slipped? It was like 150 meters or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked like that because he slipped and it flipped up on his back, you know.
Kevin is about
15
meters from the basket. It's kind of like now it's more open, so the wind is coming even harder.
Yeah, this is part of the course where the wind really gets a blowing. You see the flag ripping on the top of the basket. That one's fading out a little bit early into those trees on the left. You have an uphill approach from there.
I think the shot was actually pretty good, but not fully committed.
Committed, yeah.
So that's why it's I was speaking with Rasmus on some hole, and he said, he just feel the nerves and didn't commit it all the way.
Yeah, this one, third most difficult on the course today, that wind playing up. So 3.36 as Luke's going to give this one a run. Oh, heavy chains. That'd have been a great birdie. Just splashes off that right side, unfortunately. Yeah, so only 5% of the field getting the birdie today. We'll have to shout them out. We had Morten Christensen, Elias Turnqvist, Jonathan Polbring, Thomas Smedstuen, and Magnus Lester Bjadal. Man, they didn't make that easy for me, did they? Where are these guys coming up with these names? Oh, great birdies, though, for sure.
Great, yeah, bonus. This is bonus for sure also.
Yeah, especially in this wind. We did have a park job today from Morten Christensen, so congratulations to him.
Wow, actually he's friend of mine, like most of the players. But he's the one guy who is touring all EPTs, and I get to know him. So I'm going to ask how he did that.
Yeah, nice. Great park job. Beautiful scenery here on hole 12. You can kind of look all around Grand Vista. See this rolling hills and beautiful trees everywhere. It's a downhill par 4, 214 meters. Really fun shot to play. This is the one you can kind of just empty your whole bag in the practice round, right? Just watch them fly off this mountain, basically, is what it feels like. The green is here, tucked away. That bush is pretty grabby. You want to avoid that. These trees are pretty good guardians on the right and behind as well. So you want to try to be really precise with your upshot in order to get that birdie. What do you think about this hole?
This is one of the easiest par 4s. So if you have an arm to throw 140 meters, you can get your disc right this where the yellow marks. So it's 50 meters from the basket. So it's kind of one of the easiest par 4s here in Järva.
For sure.
But the view...
Yeah, it's a little soft, especially if you can throw far.
And it's always fun to throw from uphill to down and watch your disc gliding and flying like perfectly. You get so much more distance and everything. I just love to throw those.
Yeah, this is a special spot. This is great views, and yeah, so fun to watch the disc fly. You can get the full flight, you know, and to get a little extra distance. Legendary spot here on the tee of 12. Seeing pretty good drives. Everyone's there in the middle. It's not too tricky. The only thing to avoid is just overturning it, you know, because there's OB on the right side. That's the only thing you can really do wrong on this. I mean, otherwise you're pretty much just blasting it into the open. There is those kind of trees there that you'd like to avoid. If you get stuck in there, sometimes your upshot's not too fun, but otherwise there's not a lot of danger really off the tee. I mean, if it's windy, headwind, it's hard not to turn it over sometimes, but
It was kind of headwinded. Like it pushed like from the left to right and headwind. So it's kind of it was like kind of tricky this day.
average 4.22, so over par. Yeah, it must have been a little harder. Yesterday was only 3.93, so the wind was definitely an issue. %, getting the birdie. 28% bogeys or worse.
Oh, this was a little too short, but his C2, maybe 12 meters.
Yeah, opportunity. Did have one park job from Axel Corneliusson. Well played. He had a great round. I think he was bogey free.
Wow. Oh, yeah, got some branches and
Oh, that was nice.
right
Yeah,
next to
way over the top, and he's going to be rewarded with a short birdie putt from there.
I think he showed some signs that he overcooked it, and it hit the branches and actually come back for a little. So that was kind of lucky. Perfect shot executed by Henric.
Well, Luke is sponsored by Tree Love, so I'm sure he's going to get some now and then.
Well, I need that sponsor also. What? Never heard. Wow, what a step from Rasmus.
Oh, bang.
And with the slow-mo, wow.
Right in the heart. Excellent C2 highlight there from Rasmus. He's getting it going here on the back nine. He's 2 down through 3.
Oh, that's
through
true.
3 holes on the back.
That's true.
Oh, look at that putt. This card is heating up.
A hole 12, yeah.
It's going to be a star frame,
Wow.
I believe.
Another one. Oh, watch the scores. Like every player is
Yeah.
birdie, par, birdie.
Oh, they all got the same. Yeah,
well,
everyone's got identical scorecards on the back nine. You don't see that very often either.
Well, I hope with this one.
Oh, Henric's been putting good now. He's got it dialed. He was just a little bit off in the beginning of the round,
that's
but
true, yeah.
now he's really on fire. I mean, he's
Yes, sir.
right there with the guys. He's tied with Kevin Jones in second place right now. And this is a, really amazing story developing. Henric Hagman keeping up with the big dogs. 994 rated Swede. He hasn't really performed, quite up to what he'd hoped all season, really. I mean, he has had some good rounds, but so really, amazing storyline developing here. And I was wrong about Axel. He actually did bogey hole 18. That was his only bogey of the day, so I had to double check that. But moving on, hole 13, par 4, 229 meters. This is where the course really starts to get difficult. We have 3 holes in a row that are the 3 most difficult on the course. This one's the second most difficult. 229 meter par 4. OB basically everywhere, a little bit uphill, slanting right to left on the green, so it's pretty tough coming in. What would you say makes this hole so hard?
Well, that's a really great question. Like, generally, it's just hard. Generally, it's just hard.
Just long.
Yeah.
I mean, there's OB everywhere.
Well, yeah, there's not specific thing, I would say, but everything of this hole is not easy.
Yeah. That's the thing. That it's really well designed like that, isn't it? So like on paper, it looks like it should be attackable, right? It's 229 meters. You guys got that power, but there's like this pinch point where the disc wants to land, and that's OB. You know, so he's got it designed so that it narrows down right on the spot where you want your drive to land. So you have to either go a little bit short of that or try to push it long, and that brings in risks. And there we see it. There's like a little bit of an OB kind of peninsula that stretches into the fairway. And then on the second shot, there's that sloping right to left hillside. So a lot of the shots coming in will roll away towards the OB, or they'll get a big skip. Yeah, it's kind of a sneaky tough one.
Well, this was the shot you're like looking for here. Rasmus went like 120 meters. No,
yeah,
130.
getting up there in the middle of the fairway.
130, yeah. Huge hyzer by Kevin. Oh.
Yeah. Bit of an unforced error there. He was kind of slightly out of position after his forehand off the tee left him kind of short and a little bit by that bush. He tried to go big, ended up OB. So first real mistake from Kevin. He was bogey free at that point. He will still have a big jump putt possibility to save it, but he's pretty far back.
This also.
And that slides OB from Henric as well.
That's actually his first mistake so far. Like by throwing.
Yeah, true. He's been throwing.
Yeah, he
was throwing perfectly. That's a good point. He's just the only mistakes were just those little bit, tiny bit off on the green. Look at this move from Luke Humphries, throwing his D3.
Oh, and where the favors rolls. Wow, he's parked.
Park job.
Is there any other park job?
There was a couple.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we did have 10% birdies, and I think there were 4 park jobs, which is pretty impressive. There was Luke, Isaac Robinson, Håkon Kiveset, and Victor Johnson. So there was 4 total, but
and Rasmus,
that's a hard one to park.
You know, and you really want to attack this second shot with sidearm, because the hill is favor for the sidearm shot. We see with Rasmus and Kevin Jones, it's like if you're like skipping from the ground again.
Yeah,
green is kind of fast.
A lot of skip.
Yeah, green is kind of fast, and you just straight to OB.
Yeah, there was no park jobs the day before yesterday, so pretty impressive that 4 guys were able to get it today.
Huge.
And that was a really
nice. Huge putt.
Oh, look at that corner pocket.
That was like 40 meters. And stepper back to back.
Yeah, and that's 2 in a row. Rasmus is warming up.
Great par save. Yes, great par save for Rasmus. Wow. Kevin, unfortunate.
I feel it from C2. First bogey of the day. Gonna drop him back into 3rd place.
And Henric,
I guess
same thing.
Henric also takes the bogey, so they're gonna stay tied for 2nd. But Luke's got a 3-stroke lead just like that. 2-stroke swing on both the guys behind him. Tap in birdie.
By the way, I'm joined by the Zuka family now after acing the hole 6. Yeah, there was a reward for the ace.
Oh, you want a Zuka card?
Yeah. I got the Zuka now for free. That was crazy.
All right.
That's really nice.
That's awesome.
That's really nice. Like, big shout out for Zuka by sponsoring coverage and sponsoring the tournament. So that was like...
That's such a cool thing.
That's really nice.
Yeah, offering up ace prizes like that.
That's really nice.
What kind is it? Is it the bigger one or the smaller one?
Yeah, the same was which one was in the video. Actually, the big one.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, nice. All right, cool, man. That's a nice little bonus. Yeah, hole 14, par 4, another very difficult one. The hardest hole on the course. 253 meters. You got to carry this OB river if you want to attack it for birdie usually. That's pretty good. Right up there. Middle of the fairway. 4.75 average on this one, so averaging pretty close to a par 5, really.
Oh, this is too low from Rasmus.
He's going to be on the safe side there, though, at least.
But I think
he can still get the par.
he has the power to attack over the OB zone, but I think that was just misreleased by him.
Yeah. Henric with a nice little touch of Anheuser. This is testing that right side. Oh. Can it fight back?
Okay, he went through.
It just does. It's barely in bounds. Not by much.
Like everything close for these bushes is like awful spot to be.
Scary stuff. Yeah.
And those are kind of spiky, so it's hard to commit your next shot under them.
Yeah, they can kind of grab your clothes and scratch you up a little bit.
I think this.
So yeah, just 5% of the field getting the birdie here.
Wow.
Nice little low line from Rasmus.
Wow.
Should we shout him out? I know someone whose name is on there. Tomi, Tikko, you got this one. Great, man.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, I birdied this on practice round, but I wasn't sure that I can do that in tournament. But with the, I got myself like 9 meters putt and then delivered, so that was huge putt for me on this day.
Nice.
But who else?
Yeah, that's a really
I know
good
Teemu Talikainen.
You're in. You're in elite company here. Ezra Robinson, Teemu Talikainen, Christian Kuoksa.
Exactly.
And Henric Roppen.
Yeah. Oh, 2 guys from Drop Party team. Let's go.
Yeah. The Bombers. Joffrey boys can crush, can't they? And this Henric Roppen guy, he parked it, so congrats to him.
Wow.
I think he's from Norway, if I remember right. Yeah, from Oslo, Norway.
Oh. Yeah, Luke went.
Can you believe that? Luke
went
just juiced it. Surprising to see that. He's usually so on point with that distance.
And Kevin was too wide also.
Yeah. So some surprise misses from those guys.
Oh, Rasmus going for it.
Hot.
Ooh. he hit the top of the.
That did hit the band. Yeah. Glanced the band. Stayed safe, luckily.
Yeah, I think without the hit, he will be out.
Yeah, it might have just helped him slow down just enough. As we see KJ come up just short on that jumper. He's going to have to take back-to-back bogeys here.
Yeah, losing some strokes.
Mm-hmm. Luke has to make this for his bogey, though, so he's not going to drop back from the leader. But Henric Hagman will get 1 stroke back on Luke here with the par. Still 6 down for the round from Luke. That's his 3rd bogey. So that means he's got 9 birdies so far. Pretty good shooting. Rasmus takes his 1 meter relief in from the OB, although he was safe. What's Luke doing there? Oh,
that was.
Oh, he's grabbing his disc. Okay, yeah, his disc that blew past.
Oh, he was too close, maybe.
So, yeah.
Maybe that's
unfortunate bogey there. I think he was just. He's been a little bit off on the putts here and there. He hit those big C2 ones, but yeah, on the round he's missed some shorties. Frustrated tap in there from Kevin Jones. But this string of holes, 13, 14, 15, can eat you alive. 3 hardest ones on the course. That was the hardest. This is the 3rd hardest. It's another par 4, horseshoe shaped, 188 meters. You got to try to get your drive way up and around the corner if you can, but pretty tough to do. I mean, takes a lot of power and really precise angle. It's easy to push it too straight and be stuck over in these stuff on the right. Oftentimes you'll see them sawed off and they get stuck in there in the woods, and there's not really a line through there, even though Niklas Anttila, somehow eagled it last year that way. And then we saw Kevin Jones somehow fight through there for a park job yesterday. So if you're not Niklas Anttila or Kevin Jones, you usually have to stay on the fairway and go around. But those guys are miracle makers.
And be happy with your par.
Yeah, par's good on this one. It's it was actually the 4th hardest today. So yesterday it was the 3rd hardest, but 4.35 average. Just 14% birdies.
Oh, looking
park jobs.
Looking great from Henric. You really want to push this one like as left as far you can, so the next shot will be like more open with your spike hyzer, I believe.
Yeah, you need space because it doesn't turn like straight around the corner. There's kind of like almost like 2 turns, in a way that it turns and then it goes straight for a little bit and then it turns again. It's like a slow horseshoe bend. That's really great. That's where you want to be, right? Pretty much just out there with an open swing and a chance to hang up a big hyzer. D2 here from Rasmus. Should work out.
Yeah, not as far as you want it to be, but he has some big hyzer left.
I like Kevin's play here. He goes forehand roller.
What?
Shapes up pretty nice. Yeah, he did this yesterday as well, and he executes it perfectly. It's a great play, isn't it? If you got it, I mean,
it's really great. That's my actually maybe the first forehand roller I see from the tee.
Yeah, he did that yesterday as well, and it was the same place. Like he's got that dialed.
Well, if you know how to do that, and you're sure about the lines and everything, just wow, of course.
You got it. Flaunt it for sure, man. That's a way to make this hole a lot easier. This is going big up and over, and that's right there for a park job. Henric Hagman. Super great hyzer there. That's only the 3rd park job of the day, I believe. Oiva Paivonsalo and Alden Harris were able to park it. Also.
Yeah, Alden Harris was on chase card. So I saw couple of his shots. So I was seeing when he tapping this in.
Check out this big hyzer from Kevin Jones.
Ooh!
Hits off the top of the basket.
No way. And it skips.
Heavy metal.
It skips like in the
And
rough.
it skips long.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot. That is a bad break for him. Incredible shot. Almost ringing it up for the eagle. Smashes the top of the basket. And he's going to be outside circle with a very obstructed putt.
Oh no, Rasmus got some branch chisels again.
Yeah, that's a good example of how thick it is in there. Despite what you see on the highlight reel, there's not really any openings in there.
Yeah, been delivery. This C2 is kind of nice, so stepping and getting in.
And he does it again.
Yeah, so last hole.
3 highlight putts.
Last hole he was too close, man. I was saying.
Yeah, he needs to be further back. He's on fire from C2. Now we see Kevin Jones. Okay, he's inside the circle, but barely, and it's quite obstructed. Not able to get comfortable. Not able to give it a normal swing. And instead of the eagle, he's going to have a frustrating par here.
Usually you don't want to go for eagle or the ace. That's not the play. You just want to be tap in range from the basket. But sometimes it happens, and it's really cool. It feels amazing when you go for the throw-in eagle or throw-in whatever. But this is the risk. Which one is coming with the shot when you're hitting the basket or like.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to predict the outcome when you're hitting metal. But I mean, the accuracy on his high lines that he's able to throw, it's so impressive. Like with the grenade ace, with these spike hyzers that he's dropping right by the basket and dropping them on top. Awesome birdie there from Luke Humphries. But that guy has got, amazing accuracy with those high lines. I'm super impressed by it.
Yeah, thank you.
Henric with that park job.
Thank you for Kevin to showing them off. This is like really fun to watch. Those shots and everything.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Super entertaining and exciting player.
But still like unfortunate par after it's such a great second shot.
Great highlight, but not the best score on the card. But par is still good on that hole. It's a toughie. Starts to get a little bit easier here now on the last few holes, but still some hurdles to get over. Par 4, 194 meters. A little bit more flat, not too much elevation change on this one. Most of the difficulty comes with that OB on the right there, and then with the green being pretty well guarded here by these trees, and there's OB behind it.
And you really want to be really close on right side of OB, because then the second shot is opening more, especially if you go in with sidearm. But it's like it's kind of crazy and scary thing to do, to be like really close to OB. Because only mistake you can do,
even this,
like really only mistake you can do here is go OB. Most of the holes here in Järva especially.
Yep. And the wind making this one actually a lot harder than it was yesterday. 4.24 average, so no real relief here. This is the fifth most difficult today. Only 12% birdies.
Oh, this is wide enough. Yeah, this is really good, really great shot from Luke.
He's throwing really well. Backhands and forehands are on point. His putt looks good. He's leading the tournament. 2 strokes over Henric, Hagman, Kevin Jones, 2 back from Henric. I mean, a pretty exciting battle taking place to get on that lead card for the final day. Kevin trying to maintain his position on that. He's going to need some birdies here at the end. Alden Harris is heating up. Ezra Robinson's right there. These guys are all pushing for lead card positions.
Oh, this looks kind of early.
Yeah, low and early, but it works out all right. It's in the middle. More difficult second shot to get to the green from there, but safe and inbounds. That guy looks familiar. I think he aced some hole. one of those short holes on the front. One of those short par threes, right?
I never see the guy, but I can hear the guy.
Oh, Kevin goes way over the top with a big old hyzer.
Wow.
And he gets it all the way to the green. He's right there. That was a huge shot. Another highlight from Kevin Jones.
It seems like he likes to throw over everything.
He's pretty good with those hyzers, man.
What?
And another park job.
Wow.
This dude's on fire. He's not backing down. He's Europe's last hope to keep the European Pro Tour.
European favor.
Yeah. Yeah, we have not had an American win a European Pro Tour event yet. We have had some great players try. We haven't even had one on the podium yet, actually. So kind of surprising, but it's looking like it's going to happen this week.
Oh, too low.
At least on the podium. But Henric is trying to represent Sweden and Europe here and deny the Americans that European Pro Tour win.
Come on, Henric.
And he's playing well.
Wow.
See if Rasmus can get another highlight step putt.
Yeah.
Win money with these. He's got 3 already. This one just a little shy. Right on line, but
there's OB like 8 meters behind the basket, and it's like little downhill, like really, not really that much, but maybe that comes to when it comes in your mind. It's hard to don't think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it's just that little bit of doubt and that hesitation that'll keep you from fully extending into the chains. Surprise miss from Kevin there.
Huge
Glancing
miss.
off left side, and he's struggling a little bit. He's even here on the back nine. And there you hear the deep breath and the frustration. Usually he's, drilling those putts from that distance. Now he's just 4 down for the round, and he's at risk of dropping off the lead card. He really needs to get some birdies here at the end.
He's
Tap in for Henric.
5 strokes down from Luke. So okay, Luke have been playing amazing, but Kevin just a little bit off for keeping the
he's
pace.
kind of hit a bit low. Yeah, these last four or five holes, he's slowed down a lot, and not really performing up to his standard. Great to see the home crowd getting behind Henric there after his tap-in birdie there. I heard some big roars from the crowd. Great to see that gallery supporting the local. Hole 17, par 3, 94 meters, another one of the OG holes. It's a couple different ways you can attack it. There's a little fence and a bush that you have to get over with the forehand line on the left side, or you can go turn over there as well. There is some space on the right side. It's a little tighter. Fun hole, though. One you can really go after.
Straight to
That
the
guardian
tree.
tree knocks down Henric's forehand. This is the easiest hole on the course today at 2.83.
Oh, Luke overturned that little.
Yeah, I think he made that same mistake yesterday.
But great kick from the tree back to the fairway.
Yeah, puts him back in the middle. It's a pretty good looking line if you can just get over that.
Just over
And
the
a big flag
bushes.
skip. I like that forehand line. We saw the Icelandic guy Ellert almost skip ace it. He went just over that fence, and it was like really close to going in.
Oh, hit
He
the
was on the
wrench.
chase card.
Oh man.
Bummer there. So yeah, 27% birdies, but only 7% bogey or worse. So that not too much can go wrong here on this one.
Yeah, I think bogey is coming only with the putting on this green, because there's not really OB where you can go.
No, if you really shank it, that was a good run there from Luke, just off on the left side. Like if you really shank it and kick hard off that tree, you can end up somewhere in that rough. But even then, you should be able to scramble. Kevin Jones, boom!
Jump up.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Just what he needed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
After those 4 holes where he was +2 through the 4 and missed some putts, we're gonna get to see a slow-mo jump putt Jones burying this one right in the heart. Low laser.
Great on the line all the time. Wow.
That's what we're used to seeing. Great highlight from KJ USA. There were just three park jobs today on this one. Morten Christensen, Nestori Tukkonen, and Ellert Jorsson, the Icelandic. Yeah, the ace run that I was talking about.
Great birdie from
Georgeson, I think.
From Rasmus also.
Yeah.
He's only 1 down of the round. 1 hole more to go. Kind of tough day for him.
Yeah, he's had some great highlights, though, and showed some class. Not his best overall performance, but he'll be back for more, I'm sure. Young, talented player. Hole 18, par 4, 194 meters. Way uphill. This one feels like you're just going up to the top of a mountain. Takes quite a bit of power to get it all the way up there in 2. Plays like, what would you say, more like 220, 30 something?
230. 230, yeah.
Yeah.
The first shot is critical one. You really want to be, there's a tree right in the middle of the fairway. So you want to pass that and be behind the tree. So you will have perfect line, hyzer line to the basket. This one is not turning. And this is rough place. Like, the second shot is so low, like low ceilings from the left side, that it's like really nice shot if you can reach the basket, but really hard one.
Look at the move on this.
Ooh, this is far away.
That's perfect. That's huge.
This is far.
He's up the hill most of the way. He's going to have like pretty easy up and down for birdie. That's as far as I've ever seen anybody get on this one, I think.
Man, I think that's like a 50, 40 meters. He smoked like 150 meters at least. Wow.
That was a smash. Yeah, he got everything right about that.
And this also...
I remember that. That was just huge.
This is also way, way to left.
Yeah, you want to be on the right. It opens up a lot. But then you got to be careful because it can roll down. But Luke, nice smooth D3 rip here. That's pretty great.
Yeah, this is good. Just
a little bit on the left side there.
Well, it's
yeah.
okay. You still can go full hyzer. There's a gap you will see on the right side. Which one is main the gap to go?
That low ceiling you're talking about.
Oh, he tried to go from the main gap. But Rasmus is playing the low ceiling gap here from the left side. Oh no, and that's... Yeah, he got some branches, but C2. So there's the bush on the right side. So over the bush and get your disc, just go hyzer at the end.
Yeah, it's about what, like 30 meters past the bush or so?
Yeah, 35 maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
And finally...
So, yeah, Luke's going to have a putt for birdie down there.
Man, this is close. This is so close.
He just got a little putter chip shot to the green. Yeah. What a smash off the tee. That was huge. Look at that, how easy he made that hole.
Exactly.
Look. It's not an easy hole.
There's no easier way to do the birdie, I believe.
Yeah, and that one, I mean, he just broke the hole. 4.23 average, so sixth hardest on the course. Only 15% birdies and only 5% park jobs, and he just was able to chip it up with like a little putter up shot.
Oh yeah,
that was fantastic.
Wasn't line for Rasmus.
Here's for a 3-stroke lead coming into the final day. Oh. That looked like it was in that low right side corner pocket. It just kind of...
Yeah, but I think the wind helped it to not go in. Like
to lift out. Yeah, it was a little bit coming that direction, right? Maybe it got the flight plate and just flopped it over. Kevin's in for a birdie. Okay. And that's going to get him onto the lead card for tomorrow.
Ooh, that was close then. Nice, really nice end for Kevin. He was even through 7 holes and then birdie.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah,
nine.
he was struggling there. Yeah, exactly. So, solid finish there from Kevin Jones. Pars on the last 2 holes from Henric and Luke Humphries, the leader. What an incredibly exciting round of disc golf that was. And we got one more amazing round coming at you. And there you get a look at what we're dealing with. Luke Humphries 2 strokes over Henric Hagman, representing Sweden well in Europe's last hope. Alden Harris and Kevin Jones, Ezra Robinson, so 4 of the top 5 Americans. Teemu Talikainen still in this, 7 strokes back from the lead, but if he catches fire today, it's possible that he could climb up there and into contention at least, and definitely a podium spot. But yeah, that's a pretty stacked lead card. What do you think about it?
Alden Harris shooting hot 9 under. Great job. Not easy course to do in this wind.
Yeah, bogey free he was as well. So really looking forward to seeing that. Big thanks to MDG Media and you and everybody that makes this happen.
Thank you, man. See you
tomorrow.